Jimmy Haslam just made it crystal clear who's responsible for the Tommy Rees and Jeudy-Sanders disaster in Cleveland, and what he revealed is absolutely explosive. After firing Kevin Stefanski, Haslam dropped bombs. Andrew Berry drafted Shedeur, not him. Stefanski made coaching calls, not him. But when it came to Tommy Rees's catastrophic handling of Sanders, dead silence. Rees, the 33-year-old first-time NFL OC who ran the league's 32nd ranked offense, benched Shedeur on crucial two-point conversions, let drama explode between Sanders and Jerry Jeudy, and never gave the fifth-round rookie first-team reps. And now, Rees didn't even get a second interview for the head coaching job. He's out. Done. The Browns are moving on, while Shedeur fights for his NFL future. Hit subscribe because we're exposing Rees failing Shedeur, why Haslam's silence revealed everything, and how this coaching disaster might have destroyed a talented rookie's confidence forever. Tommy Rees's tenure as Browns offensive coordinator was a complete train wreck. Promoted before the 2025 season after 1 year as passing game coordinator, Rees had never called NFL plays before. The Browns gave him the job anyway. Big mistake. The offense finished 32nd in the entire NFL according to Pro Football Focus with a 55.6 grade, worse than even the Jets, dead last. They scored just 16.4 points per game, ranked 31st in scoring, and Rees was the OC making decisions and overseeing rookie quarterbacks Dillon Gabriel and Jeudy-Sanders. From day one, Rees treated Shedeur like he didn't belong. They buried him as fourth-string quarterback behind Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dillon Gabriel, a guy who threw for over 9,000 yards and 70 touchdowns at Colorado, projected to go in the first or second round, who Mel Kiper called his top-rated quarterback, shoved to the bottom like an undrafted free agent. Shedeur didn't get a single first-team rep in training camp or preseason, not one, while Gabriel, a third-rounder with inferior production, got all the starter reps. Shedeur was on scout team duty. Tommy Rees signed off on that decision. The disaster exploded in Week 14 against Tennessee. Browns down 31-17 with 6 minutes left. Shedeur led a furious comeback, rushing for a touchdown to make it 31-23. They went for two. Shedeur fumbled the snap. Then he drove them down again, connecting with Harold Fannin Jr. for a touchdown with 1 minute left, 31-29, 1-point game. Season on the line with the two-point conversion. And Tommy Rees pulled Shedeur off the field. Instead of having your starting quarterback who just threw 4 total touchdowns and led back-to-back scoring drives, Rees called a wildcat formation with running back Quinshon Judkins taking the direct snap. Judkins fumbled, the conversion failed, Browns lost by 1 point.
Robert Griffin III destroyed Rees and Stefanski for that decision, calling it a coaching failure to bench Sanders after he had 4 touchdowns. Stephen A. Smith said it made no sense. Fans were furious. Even casual observers knew something was deeply wrong, something beyond just bad play calling. Rees's explanation? Pathetic. He said the Wildcat was just another play in their arsenal, something they had confidence in because they'd scored with it earlier against Miami and Las Vegas. But using Wildcat when the game's already decided is one thing. Using it instead of your starting quarterback on the most critical play of the season? Organizational malpractice. Kevin Stefanski took public blame, but everyone knew Rees was calling the shots. He'd taken over play calling after Week 9. This was Rees's offense, Rees's decision, Rees's failure. The drama continued in Week 13 against San Francisco when Shedeur got into a viral sideline argument with receiver Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy was frustrated about not getting the ball, and they went at it on camera for everyone to see. Rees brushed it off, saying, "It's a competitive game, that's behind us." But the fact that his offense was so dysfunctional that the rookie quarterback and veteran receiver were publicly fighting during a blowout loss tells you everything about the culture Rees built. Jeudy finished that game with 3 catches for 26 yards. Shedeur was in just his second career start, still learning the offense without proper first-team reps. Rees's response? There are some opportunities he probably wants back. Things are moving quicker than you're used to. Translation, I'm not taking responsibility for putting a rookie in terrible positions without proper preparation. Throughout all this, the burial on the depth chart, lack of first-team reps, Wildcat controversy, sideline drama, there were rumors Shedeur wasn't even leading the scout team. Reports suggested he'd slid so far down that he wasn't getting meaningful reps at any level. Rees never directly addressed those rumors. When Stefanski got fired on January 5th and the coaching search began, Tommy Rees interviewed for the job. But according to multiple reports, Rees didn't even get a second interview. He's out. Not coming back as OC, not getting promoted to head coach. Done.
And here's where Jimmy Haslam's comments become critical. After firing Stefanski, Haslam held a press conference and was asked point-blank about Jeudy-Sanders and who was responsible for drafting him. Haslam said, at the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur, just like who's going to start or what play we're going to call is Kevin's call. Notice what he didn't say. He didn't defend Tommy Rees. He didn't explain why the OC buried Shedeur. He didn't justify the Wildcat disaster or lack of development. He threw it all on Stefanski and Berry while remaining silent about Rees's role. That silence is deafening because it tells you Haslam knows exactly what happened. Tommy Rees failed as offensive coordinator, mismanaged the rookie quarterback situation, and contributed to one of the worst offensive seasons in Browns history. Haslam also said they needed to see rookies in game situations before having 2 first-round picks in 2026. He acknowledged quarterback's importance and said Stefanski and Berry talked about it daily. But Tommy Rees, the guy actually responsible for developing those quarterbacks and getting them game reps, never gave Shedeur a fair shot until injuries forced his hand. Now Shedeur's future is completely uncertain. Andrew Berry won't commit to him as the starter, despite CBS Sports reporting the Browns are preparing for Sanders to be their guy in 2026. The new head coach will have major input on the quarterback decision, and Shedeur's confidence after being buried, disrespected, and benched on crucial plays might be permanently damaged. Tommy Rees is reportedly getting interest from other teams as an OC candidate, which is insane considering he just presided over the 32nd ranked offense in the NFL. But that's how the NFL works. Fail upward if you have the right connections. Rees worked under Stefanski, worked at Notre Dame, worked at Alabama under Nick Saban. Those connections matter more than actual results. The Browns are interviewing 9 head coaching candidates, and every single one will have to decide what to do about Jeudy-Sanders. Do they give him a real shot with first-team reps, proper coaching, and an offense designed around his skill set? Or do they bring in their own quarterback and repeat the cycle? That decision will define the next era of Browns football. What's clear is Tommy Rees failed Jeudy-Sanders. He buried him on the depth chart. He didn't give him first-team reps. He benched him on crucial plays. He let drama fester. He produced the worst offense in football. Jimmy Haslam's refusal to defend Rees or explain his role speaks volumes about who's really responsible for this disaster. And now Rees is gone, while Shedeur fights to save his NFL career from the wreckage. The Tommy Rees era in Cleveland ended with one of the worst offensive seasons in Browns history and serious questions about his handling of rookie quarterback Jeudy-Sanders. Information based on Jimmy Haslam's press conferences, ESPN, Heavy.com, Fox News, and Browns beat writers covering the coaching search.